This is the site of the former Warsop Main Colliery, and in particular this little location here is a favoured spot of mine, and it's a favoured spot to lure one of our most spectacular day-flying moths. Although the only way to usually see this spectacular moth is by the use of the old pheromone lure. This morning, in favourable conditions, I'm after the Lunar Hornet moth. It's quite a spectacular moth, and, as the name suggests, a hornet mimic. Well, I have put the lure out now, and we'll see if we can get one in. The lure, or the pheromones, are impregnated into this plastic bowl. I shouldn't imagine it'll be too long before we have a visit. And one's just coming in. It's just to the right of the lure, just working its way in. And there we go, within a minute. Very easy to lure. This lure has only recently been developed. I don't know whether last year was the first year, but it works an absolute treat. And this is a common moth. It's much more common than we thought a couple of years ago. He's determined to mate with nothing. They are quite remarkable things. They're usually very quick to come into the lure. Sometimes it depends on the site. There's another site locally, and although they're common there, they don't rush to the lure. And say in Nottinghamshire now, well, I've found them to be common pretty much wherever you've got established goat sallow, especially if it's fairly close to water, but water isn't a key to the distribution of this species. Well, I haven't found so. And this moth is often on site, and I say it's a great thing to do during the winter months, is to look for the exit holes of this magnificent moth. Find the exit holes and then come back the following spring and summer to have a look for these. And there's a male here that's just investigating this bit of hawthorn for some reason. You can see how these are so like, they're more like wasps actually than hornet, to be honest. The coloration matches wasps with that yellow and dark grey banded abdomen. There's something on here that this male is certainly attracted to, whether there has been a female here or not, but what a stunning thing. You can see the legs have that touch of orange about them, and the thorax and the head is largely black. It's hard to imagine that this is actually a moth. I've never seen one do this before. I'll say the only thing I can think is that there has been a female here fairly recently, and that the trace of the female's pheromones remains. What a fabulous insect. Of course, completely day flying. You can sometimes find them newly emerged towards the base of goat sallows, but the exit holes are something that you can see all year round. It's a species that you can easily survey for during the winter months. And you can survey for them purely by looking for the exit holes. And the exit holes are usually found within 2 feet from the base of goat sallows. And it has to be a mature goat sallow. But something certainly got the attention of this male lunar hornet moth. Oh, this one's still being attracted to this spot on this hawthorn. The pheromones, the artificial pheromones, especially for this species, is really strong. It probably has the biggest effect on the moths that I've seen of any clearwings. And it's the important thing is that pheromones aren't used at the same site more than once every couple of years, really. I do make an annual visit now to Warsop Main to check on these. I know they're here, but I enjoy having 5-10 minutes with these fantastic moths. And if you're going to use pheromone lures, the one for lunar hornet moth works an absolute treat. They are fabulous things to see, but you have to think of the welfare of the moths. They need to have that time to breed and lay. This one's settled down quite nicely now, so don't use pheromone lures day after day on any site, or several times a year on any one site. Once a year is adequate, or once every couple of years or so is probably even better. This is a common species, at least here in Nottinghamshire, and it's certainly more widespread in all the counties of the UK, I would imagine, especially those in the southern half. The use of pheromone lures has proved that this is more widespread than thought. But say, the moth can be found by other means, although you won't see the adult moth. And what a cracking thing to see.